carbon canvas.
Hi everybody! How are you guys doing today? Alright, so I am at work and I want to show you guys what I'm working on. Oh, you know what? Let me grab the sample. Hey everybody, glad you guys are tuning in. Oh, hi. Alright, so let me show you guys what I'm working on. I don't know if you can see it. Let me turn my light around. But I'm doing luster stone today. And I'm using two different colors. It is Ebony Frost and Black Diamond. I always kind of forget that. But anyway, I'm going to switch the camera around and I'm going to get to work so you guys can kind of see how a work day goes for me. All right. Okay. And let me turn the light back around. Can you guys hear me? All right. I wish I could put on some music, but I'm scared you guys won't be able to hear me. All right. So I'm going to get started. And I actually logged in on my phone so I can make sure you guys see what I'm doing today. So this is always really hard. Okay. So. All right, there's my hand. Okay, cool. Yay. All right, so I am working on a bar today, or a kitchen island, and I am installing luster stone. And I'm glad you guys could tune in today and watch my live. So I'm going to show you the products that I'm working with. So I have my luster stone. And let me show you guys what that looks like. So let's see. I'm going to prop my phone up. So I got my luster stone going. And I'm hoping you guys can see that. All right. So I love luster stone because it comes in the bucket and it's always like super, super thick. But then you can add water and water it down, and then it becomes like really easy to use, really trowelable. Look at that, I just dropped a blob on the floor. And anybody that knows me or works with me knows that I do not drop blobs on the floor. So I just dropped probably like 5 cents worth of luster stone on the floor. So I'm about to pick that up and put it back in my bucket. All right, so luster stone is a trowelable finish. And I'm about to load up my trowel so you guys can see. Now, I make a lot of money with this trowel. I probably have like 15 of these, and they come in actually all sizes. Let me show you. I have a tiny one as well, and I love this one. This one is so cute. I can like put it in my back pocket or my purse, but I do have different sizes. But today, I'm going to stick with this larger one. So I am going to butter my trowel. All right. So I got it buttered. And I also like to start in my corner. Now because of, I'm on live, I can't really start over here to the right because you guys won't see. But I do like to take my chip brush and I like to get all the way up in the edge of the corner. And I do what I like to call kind of a stipple with the plaster. Okay? And that just gets all the way in the corner because sometimes you can't get your trowel up in there. And then you take your trowel and you get it up in the corner. And then you just start troweling your material in. And I love doing luster stone. It's so easy. It's so fun. And for those of you who don't know, I've been doing decorative painting probably for about 21 years now. And this is my jam, like plastering. That's really what I'm known for. Like, I know you guys see like the diamond glass all the time and all of the shimmery finishes, but I'm really known for the Venetian plasters, the luster stones, the marmerino. Just in the last maybe 8 to 10 years, I've been using the diamond glass, and it's just really sparkly and pretty, and people really, really love that. What material is that you're putting on? Okay, so I'll go back. This is luster stone, and I get it from Faux Effects. And I just wanted to show you guys how to trowel, how I trowel on my luster stone. And it's black diamond, luster stone, and ebony frost. So what I like to do is I like to learn, go to school, learn faux finishing classes, decorative painting classes, and then I like to take those finishes and really put my spin on it, right? I like to learn the basics, and then I like to get into the studio and really build out a portfolio based around those basics, but I like to put kind of like my spin on it so that the finishes become my own, they become custom, and then nobody else is doing those finishes. So that's what I've done with luster stone. I always kind of like to blend two colors no matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what it is. I always typically will sell two colors. So let me scoot this over just a little. And as you see, when you do two colors, it's just so pretty. And believe it or not, this is actually a tone on tone. So this is black on black, but one of the blacks is a little more, it's a lighter shade. It's kind of a slate gray, kind of blackish. And then the black diamond is jet black. And so I really like that because it breaks it up. It adds a little something to it. It brings it alive. And it's not just black. You know, it's not just solid black. It's not boring. It adds a little pop, a little something extra. So again, what I'm doing is using my trowel to trowel on the luster stone, two colors. And I'm going to finish this whole bar out. This is actually my first money layer. So the reason I call this the money layer is because this is where you're going to start to see all of the beauty in my finishes, all the beauty in what's going on. This is what people are paying for. The first two layers, you don't really see anything, which is a tooth coat, which is just a stipple layer. Nobody really sees that. And the layer before that is the base coat, which is a paint. So I basically painted it gray first, and then I did my stipple layer. So if you ever take a class with me or a course with me, you'll learn all about the stipple layers. You'll learn all about the base coat layers. You'll learn all about the trowel layers. And you'll learn which layers will make you money, which layers you really, really have to take time and make really, really pretty. We talk about all of that in class. But I just wanted to show you guys how I spend my day. Super fun, stress-free. I really love what I do. I'm actually working on a course for decorative artists or painters or faux finishers. Depends on who you're talking to, which term you may get. I kind of use them interchangeably. But I want to show people how to start their own decorative painting businesses. And I want to show them, you know, how they can really make money as a decorative artist. You could probably build out a really, really good portfolio in no time. You could even get into the higher end clientele very, very easy. And I can show you all of that. My course is going to teach you all of that. My course is going to walk you from beginning to end on how to start your decorative painting business, how to get into the business, how to get high-end clients, how to work with high-end design firms, high-end designers, how to build trust with your high-end clients. I think that's why I've done so well in the business. You know, I just have really learned how to read people and figure out what it is they really want. Like, I don't know why, but people don't really want to tell you what it is they really want sometimes. So you gotta kind of figure it out. But again, I am installing luster stone on this bar as an alternative to tile. I'm using two different colors, ebony frost and black diamond luster stone. And as I was saying before, I like to use two colors always because it just sets my work apart. I usually don't show, or I usually don't have just one color of anything in my portfolio because the two-tone really sets your work apart. And I teach you all of that in my decorative painting course. And I'm trying to keep working here so you guys can see. But I think I'm gonna scoot down. I'm gonna do this last little area. All right. So I really like how this is turning out. I will do another layer. Now, I did tell you, this layer is actually called the money layer, but just so you know, the technical name is drop layer, or the artistic name is called a drop layer. I just like to call it the money layer because this is where I actually start stepping back, looking at my work. I'm sorry, y'all, I got some luster stone on my new paint pants, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm about to wipe it off. But anyway, so this is a little dark to me down here, so I'm going to add in a little more of the ebony frost. I'm going to put in one little drop. All right, so you can see that come through down at the bottom. And we're just gonna let that sit. All right, so now this area is done. I don't wanna overwork it, and I'm gonna scoot on down. Okay, so give me a second, guys, to get adjusted and set up. And scoot everything down. I'm so glad you guys could tune in today to my live. I just wanted to share and show you guys how a work day goes. This is actually a light work day for me. Let me show you guys the finished product. One more time. The completed product will look like this. This is ebony frost and black diamond luster stone mixed together, troweled together. So I am offering a half off sale on my in-studio workshops. I am opening up my design studio for 2022, and I'm going to start offering courses again, in-studio courses. I've been doing private training, which is probably, to be honest with you guys, the best way to do it, to invest in yourself take some private training courses with me. But I have decided to start doing group courses again. And I'm going to have them on sale, half off through December. So if you want to get some training and learn how to use this baby right here, this trowel, you can go on my website, which is, you'll see the link in my bio. And you can sign up for a course. Come in and see me. Hang out at the studio. We have a good time. Don't tell my friend, but she sponsored a couple of events for me, so I have some of her alcohol left over, and we like to, at the end of the class, sit down and have a cocktail after working all day on finishes and learning and celebrate our accomplishments. But yeah, I say that to say that we like to have a good time in class and really learn. But again, let me turn it just a tad. I am troweling on the first color of Luster Stone, which is Ebony Frost. So I'm going to butter my trowel and let you guys see that. And I'm putting in my drops. Now, a lot of people have a hard time doing drops. And it's interesting. I was a natural. My teacher told me that. I did not know that. And she stopped me in class and she said, "You really have a gift for this. You know, you're doing really good." So that made me feel really good. Because I didn't know, I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. But anyway, what I'm adding in now are drops. And I just want to keep demonstrating that. So I like to add in drops because this is kind of like my signature. And a lot of artists will add in organic drops because it just adds to the beauty of the finish. I'm going to go down here. You want the plaster to really bounce and play around. And Luster Stone feeds off of light. So you need to give it some movement. You need to be able to let it jump and bounce around. And if you do that, your finishes will always be super, super pretty, really gorgeous. Thinking about adding a troweling class, specifically just troweling, to my courses because people have a hard time with this. I notice when they come into the studio, and anybody who's trained with me, they have multiple samples to trowel out. And so we like to practice that. And they get a little nervous, but by the end of the class, they get it. And it's interesting because when they do get it, they're like jumping up and down. They're super excited. But yeah, like this Luster Stone is really pretty. Really pretty. And I'm excited about this color specifically because I never get to do black. Like people tend to shy away from darker colors, especially black. So yeah, it's exciting that I get to do this shade. My client is very savvy, design savvy, I guess I would say. And he's not afraid of color, he's not afraid of dark. So we're just doing the bar. So this hint of black, this touch of black just in this area is really what the room needed. And he saw that, I agree. And it's also a way, I think it's time to move the iPad again. So I'm going to scoot on down. And I'm gonna scoot the light down. But it's interesting, what I was saying was, decorative painting can also be used as a way, also be used as like architectural coatings. So this is also acting as an architectural coating, because when my client sits at the bar gets kicked from the bar stools, and this is the perfect solution, the perfect fix. There's no demo, there's no dirty tile work, cutting tiles, dust, and all of that. I'm able to install this bar. I mean, it's probably a 3-day finish, very clean, very easy to do, very pretty, and it's super custom. Nobody else is going to have this same particular bar, because this is my hand. So yeah, it's just a easy way to really solve an easy solution, beautiful solution to really solve a problem. So I'm continuing a trial with the luster stone, both colors of the luster stone, and I'll have this bar done in no time. I'm so glad you guys could join me today on my live. And I'm going to start doing this more often so you can actually see, what a day in the life looks like of a decorative artist. Ooh, look at that black go on. Really pretty. Let's go back over that with some ebony frost. Trowel all that on. So if you're in the home renovation space, or if you're even a decorative, or if you're into DIY, or if you're even a designer, this is a perfect solution. You're looking for an architectural coating. And again, if you're interested in being a decorative artist, this is a great way to increase your income at your own pace. Installing these decorative finishes, you can make a great living doing that. I know I've traveled all over the world working for some really great people. Some of the projects I've done have been so beautiful. I'm just like, can I pack a bag and move right on in, please? But yeah, just being able to see the finished product and the look on people's faces, it's just amazing. It really is. But I'm gonna finish out this bar, and tomorrow I will gently sand, probably with I think I'm gonna use probably just a sanding block actually, if I have that. And you know what? I put it on fairly smooth. I probably won't even sand tomorrow. I'm gonna scoot down just a little bit more. Gonna add in some more drops. Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry I haven't been able to wave to y'all because of course I have been working. But I'm almost done with this bar. So maybe I'll just stay on and keep talking. Ooh, I got a whole bunch of folks. I got a class full today. Oh, to my online courses. Yeah, just for those that didn't know, I do have online courses. All of those links are in my bio as well. And I'm going to move the light down a little bit more so you guys can see. But I am doing a luster stone installation, luster stone plaster, 2 different colors. And I wanted to just show you guys a work day, what it looks like. Working with my trowel. And I always try to keep the back of my trowel cleaned off because I like to work very, very clean. And I always double my terry towel because the trowel is like super sharp, like a knife. And it will literally slash through your finger. So, have to be careful and know how to use the tools as well. So I'm going to go in and just add a couple of drops. And I just wanted to show you guys how to install a bar, a luster stone bar. And again, this is an alternative to using tile. Oh, that's really pretty. So once I get to a point where I'd be like, ooh, that's really pretty, I'll just leave it alone because I have to go over this again tomorrow. A second layer, same technique, and I'll play with the drops. Maybe I'll skim out something a little tight. And I know you guys don't know what that means, but I still like to kind of explain because I may have some decorative artists watching, tuning in, and you guys actually may understand the decorative artist lingo. So I am going to scoot down again and see how fast this goes. Really, really quick, really fast. I'm going to scoot this down one more time. Glad you guys could tune in. I wish I could work and look at you guys at the same time, but it's a very awkward thing to try to do that since I have to face the wall. But yeah, if you guys ever want to join me for a course, my studio is open this year. And I'm going to probably have the sale up probably till the end of January. Oh, and I've added in live Zoom classes so that if you can't get down to Atlanta, you can do the Look and Learn Zoom class. And no, I do not send out all the materials, supplies, and tools and rollers so that you can do the class, but I do allow you to tune in, ask tons of questions, jump in, ask tons of questions whenever you like, and you get all the notes, you get all the ordering information, and then the live Zoom students will get one mentoring session if they need it. And yeah, a lot of people like the Zoom sessions, even though they can't get in and make a sample portfolio, because we usually let the students leave with the full portfolio. But they still like it because they can learn the technique. You know, they still get the instructions, and they still learn, you know, how to do it. We even talk about pricing and how to make the money and how to work with designers and clients. And that's the biggest thing when people come to see me. It's more than just, oh, let me learn this technique. You learn the technique, but then you gotta learn how to sell the technique, right? You gotta learn how to make a living once you learn how to do that technique. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on troweling out. So again, this is my favorite tool, probably, that I use. Even more so favorite than my air compressor that I use to install diamond glass. Is my trowel. I've made a very, very great living with my trowel. And right now, I am troweling on my skim coat. And then I'm going to go back in and add my drops, which is considered the money layer, organic drops. And then you can come back in with a little bit more of that black diamond. We don't want to over trowel because, like I said, we're going to do another layer tomorrow. And we're just going to leave that there. Now, I do have to let this sit overnight. I wish I didn't have to, but it takes a good 24 hours for it to cure and really harden down, even though it's such a small space. I probably could have knocked this out in less than a day. About how many accent walls can you get out of that bucket? Ooh, that just depends on the square footage of your accent wall. I think this bucket, this gallon of luster stone, and it depends on the watering down as well. I teach you all of that in my course, of course. But yeah, you make it through, I don't know, maybe 120 square feet, depending on how much it's watered down and how many layers you do. So it just depends on the artist. I typically water mine down a lot. It's not running off, but it is almost kind of like a cake batter kind of consistency. So I can get probably about 100 square feet done with maybe 2 coats. Yes, it's really hard to say if I don't know your square footage. Let's see if we have any more questions. Yeah. So if you guys have questions, let me know. All right, guys, I'm going to finish this up. It looks like it's saying my video paused. But yes, I was saying come on and take my class. I'm going to finish this up really quickly. I think my iPad is about to die. But for those of you who are still on, thank you. I'm going to finish up this last little bit of troweling really quickly of this luster stone. I'm going to get off my orange bucket. And I think I was just telling you guys, like, it's just such an amazing job to have because it's so creative. It's fun. Kind of work when you want to. It's great money. I'm going to be teaching a course soon, launching a course soon on how to be a really successful decorative artist. If you guys are interested, or even if you're an interior designer, you're having a hard time with your clients, this is a great way to make a little extra money. You know, add this into your portfolio. I have a lot of designers take my course, or they come into the studio and take a class because they really want to, you know, make a little extra income. And to be honest with you, people love a designer that get their hands dirty, right? They like a designer who can come in and really show, you know, a little creativity. It's not a bad thing. So I do have a lot of designers that like to come in and take a course. And it could be a thing where, you know, you specialize in one technique, excuse me. You don't have to learn everything. Pick something you like. Now I'm adding in drops. And this is me finishing up. Adding a little bit of drops. Yes. All right, so I am done with this wall. And I'm going to turn this around. Okay. But I hope you guys really like that. It turned out really pretty. Really pretty. And I'm not even done yet. I got one more layer of drops. And then I might spruce it up a little bit with a skim coat. But anyway, let me turn this around. So yeah, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna start doing this more often and showing you guys all of the work that we do. Start doing that more often too on my out of town projects. Whew, you can tell I was down on that floor, child. But anyway, do you guys have any questions? Look, I got 15 people. I kept my classes at 10. But yeah, y'all, my classes are on sale for 50% off. I opened up my design studio for group classes. I've only been doing private training and private sessions because of COVID. Been a little nervous about the group thing, but baby, it's on and popping in 2022. So I'm back open. Does anybody have any questions about the classes and training? Yeah, let's get to it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the wall. So yeah, you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna actually finish this and hopefully post the whole unit, not the whole unit, but the whole dining room, kitchen area soon. Are you offering Zoom? Yes, the Zoom classes are 50% off as well. So if you can't get to Atlanta and train with me, you can do the Zoom. Now, the Zoom classes are half off and they are look and learn. So we're not shipping out, you know, air compressors and sprayers and all of that and materials, but you do get all of the instructions. You can chime in during class, ask questions, talk to the students, you know, we can have conversations. And I will give you an hour on your first project if you need to do like a mentorship and book an hour with me because you weren't able to come in. But you're going to have to order all your products and you can do your own portfolio. So that's the difference between live and coming in. Coming in the studio, you can do your portfolio, get hands-on with the material, everything like that. Oh, somebody had a question and I missed it. Something that was about epoxy and flooring. Can I go back down? No, I can't go back down. I'm sorry, I missed your question about epoxy and flooring. I do use epoxy. I stopped doing epoxy floors because I just didn't like the epoxy was just too much for me. It was just too much. Like, I didn't want to work with that. All the contaminants and stuff in epoxy was just too much. But yeah, the Zooms courses are up on the website. You can click my link in my bio. It'll list everything. You can buy products. You can go to my website and do the Zoom. You can sign up for in-studio workshops. Soon, I will launch my actual course. I'm going to do 2 courses, professional course and a beginner's. So the beginner's course, you'll just be able to learn the basics, paint your house, maybe you want to paint your salon, that type of thing. The professional course is really going to get into how to make this money, how to get these high-end customers, these clients, how to maintain them, how to get your portfolio beefed up. I'm going to have all the high-end courses in this professional course, including diamond glass. The professional course is going to be crazy. So if you really want to make money as a decorative artist, you're going to need to sign up for that professional course. Guys, join my email list because I'm going to start, my Facebook is already up, Facebook group is already up. But I'm just going to start being more active with you guys and sending out more emails. And I'm going to start backing off on my projects and working so hard because I really want to, help people. I do epoxy and have an amazing top coat to protect your studio from paint and whatever else you might spill. Oh, okay, great. That sounds amazing. Can you email me? Because I don't really do DMs well. I'm trying to get better at it. But email me whatever that is. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to jump off. I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to try to start doing this every week and schedule a locked-in time. But for now, I'm just going to announce it. And, I'm going to start trying to go live with my celebrity clients and friends and get them to talk about, their finishes and how durable they are. And, just talk about this business and what it's like working with me. Yes, YS Customs, please don't DM me, child. Just email me. I'm good with the emails, okay? All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.